Hello everyone who has been lured in by this bait title. I promise I won't take too much of your time. For those who know me from the other types of the content, don't worry, I will continue to produce retrospectives and spin-off videos. I have been pushed to talk about the state of modern gaming after the recent drama with Assassin's Creed Shadows and how they basically fabricated Japanese history. I decided to gather some examples of recent fuck-ups that actually make me physically sick. I will summarize those and draw a conclusion at the end. Hope you'll stick around to the end of the video as I have some exciting news, well, at least exciting for me. Also, if you like my content, consider leaving a sub and a thumbs up, it helps me a lot. In recent years we have been flooded with mediocre games that have borne the AAA tag or even quadruple A so freely given by dumb publishers that it seems we are in a golden age of gaming, which can't be further from truth. Multiple games that have recently come out had lifespans of merely a quarter of a year. Most devs have been forced to design and create their games to be live service products, and it has been piling up for quite some time now. I can't hold it back anymore, to be completely honest. I know that my voice is just a teardrop in the sea and it won't do jack shit, but consider this as a therapeutic venting. I would like to focus on some great examples of shit that has been done in only 2023, and keep in mind that those are only few peaks from the sea of a fecal matter that has spilled over our beloved hobby. Redfall. What can I say about it? 6.3k peak of concurrent players on Steam. Yeah, the game was available on Xbox Game Pass Day 1, so the statistics aren't really that accurate, but still. The game had an atrocious launch with abysmal performance both on consoles and PC. The 60 FPS patch for console didn't come out for over 4 months since initial release. The game was somewhat fun when it was played in a co-op, but it was never a finished product. The most painful thing was that it came from Arcane Studios, who created things such as Dishonored or Braid 2016, which both are amazing games in my opinion. Gollum. Oh baby, this could be a separate video in itself. All-time peak of 758 players, a budget of almost $16 million. Again, the so-called finished product has been a total shitshow. Atrocious model of the main protagonists, bugs on every corner, dumb AI, and all-around dumpster fire. There were reviewers that published their reviews as work in progress as they couldn't get past chapter 2 due to the game breaking bugs. It has been named the worst game of 2023 in May of that year, which is a pretty heavy statement in itself. Skull and Bones was considered an upcoming prodigy before its release. People rightfully expected a multiplayer Assassin's Creed Black Flag naval component, but what they got was a subpar pirate adventure with little to no endgame, which in turn led to its downfall as player retention was all-time low. The game reportedly sold less than 1 million copies, that's info from February 2024. Funniest thing is that Ubisoft placed a quadruple A tag on this game, which was dated already on its release. The day before. This one is a bit different. Once the most wishlisted game on Steam has garnered so much attention that certain people took a look at its development cycle. The conclusion they came up with is that the game is a scam. It was a scam since the very beginning. Understandably, people did not like this idea and just disregarded the claims of those YouTubers in question. Which, by the way, is one of the causes of the downfall of the whole industry. People unfortunately either don't or don't want to understand that the only way to change the current landscape is to vote with their wallets, by not paying a dime to the greedy publishers. Well, but fast forward a couple of delays and PR flops. The game comes out and is nothing what it has been promised to be. Open world is indeed open, but segmented, and on top of that, completely empty. Just a void filled with some mediocre assets bought from the Engine Assets store. And, of course, a cherry on top is the studio closing down 4 days after release of early access to the wider public. We're not even halfway through 2024 and already there are plenty of flops on the horizon. Aforementioned Assassin's Creed Shadows, which tried to rewrite the history of Japan by inserting a black samurai into the game. Yes, there was a black person in feudal Japan, but he was a servant and not a samurai. Additionally, a so-called Professor Thomas Lockley has been caught editing Wikipedia to insert Yasuke into Japanese history. If you don't feel fed up yet, there is another game on the horizon which most likely will gather subpar reviews: Star Wars Outlaws. The title has already plenty of articles written about it, and let me tell you, those aren't flattering at the slightest. Looks like the game got a huge downgrade from the initial trailer in many aspects such as graphics, AI, or what it can do as a protagonist. I would love this video to be somewhat an introduction to the new series in which I would like to compare new and old games and why the old school is winning decisively over the steaming pile of poo we are being served right now. Of course, I am aware that everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and you may not agree with my takes. This is completely fine, and I encourage all of you to share your opinions in the comment section below. May it be that you liked some of the games that I mentioned, or some particular things that you do not agree with. So, as a conclusion, modern gaming is, as every business in the world, trying to be a lucrative branch of the industry as a whole. And that is completely understandable and fine, but just as cinematography, gaming is trying to cater to some communities that are not really involved in gaming at all. On top of that, publishers force dev teams to create games as live service products, or as it is professionally called, game as a service. And I think that this is the main reason for the exhaustion of gamers community. We yearn for the good old days, when games were products of the passion and love, games that didn't force you to buy battle passes or shitty DLCs provoking a fear of missing out on you. Considering that Ubisoft CEOs try to force the mindset of not owning the games and just buying the right to play it, the future I see for the gaming is very dire. Only a few modern games are the last gleaming beacons of hope in the industry now. To end the video on the same note that I have started it, I think that Tolkien's quote will suffice. Evil cannot create anything new, they can only corrupt and ruin what good forces have invented or made. As for the news, I would like to invite you all to my new Discord server, where you can just hang out with like-minded people and on top of that get notifications of the new videos going live. I will leave the invite link in the description below. I hope you liked the video, and as a reminder, if you like the content, please consider leaving a sub and thumbs up or thumbs down, as it helps the algorithm. Hope to see you soon, guys, bye!